Gargoyles are stone structures, often grotesque and fantastical, that serve a practical purpose. They act as waterspouts to divert rainwater away from the walls of buildings, typically churches and cathedrals. These architectural elements often take the form of mythical creatures, grotesque faces, and distorted human figures. While their primary function is practical, they also add a decorative and sometimes eerie element to the building's facade. Some believe that gargoyles also had a symbolic and protective role, warding off evil spirits or serving as a reminder of the afterlife. Gargoyles have been used in architecture for centuries, with notable examples found in Gothic cathedrals throughout Europe. The defining characteristic of the true gargoyle is its practical function as a waterspout. Their primary purpose is to divert the rainwater from the roof and project it from the side of the buildings by channeling the water through a trough cut into the figure's back and out through its mouth. Gargoyles prevent the runoff from streaming down the masonry walls, which would otherwise erode the mortar and damage the stone structure over time. Beyond their practical use, gargoyles served as symbolic and decorative roles in medieval times. Their frightening and grotesque appearance was widely believed to ward off negative forces, acting as guardians of the buildings and its inhabitants. Remind the largely literate populace of the dangers of evil, sin, and the hell that awaited those outside the protection of the church. They visually represented the monstrous forces that the church stood against. The use of animal-shaped waterspouts dates back to ancient civilizations long before medieval era. Ancient examples, a lion-headed waterspouts were common in ancient Egyptian temples and on Greek buildings such as the Temple of Zeus in Olympia. Medieval proliferation, the term gargoyle derived from the Old French gargouille, meaning throat or gullet, suggesting the sound of water gargling, became most associated with the detailed, often monstrous carvings on European Gothic cathedrals and churches starting around the 12th and 13th centuries. The use of gargoyles as waterspouts declined in the early 18th century as improved internal drain pipes and guttering systems became standard practice. While often used interchangeably in casual conversation, there is a technical distinction between a gargoyle, a grotesque, or a chimera is ornamental and has no water draining function.